Hey everyone, welcome to the Pokken Grand Trial Throwdown. So I am RK. I'm going to be your host here for all of these matches. Do keep in mind that as a beginner to Pokken, there's going to be some things I'm going to miss, but I'm basically going to use my experience with Smash commentary and experience playing, other fighting games to provide the best insight that I can personally give. With that all out of the way, we have a ton of matches to get through, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into our winners round 1 match, which is going to be Redninja versus SplashySyrup. Alright, Redninja with the Darkrai and Splashy with the Croagunk. So I don't know too much about Croagunk, except for the fact that Comboster tells me that Croagunk is one of the worst characters in the game. But has, some tricky stuff, some RNG stuff, things like that. And then Darkrai is Darkrai. Has some good pressure from a distance, decent pressure at least, and then has a mode called Nightmare Mode, which gives Darkrai access to more close range moves. Alright, starting off with Field Phase, immediately start trying to set up on the side of Redninja, but the Emolga is going to come out and shut that down ASAP. And now a bunch of projectile zoning coming out from Splashy. Yeah, not too much getting done in the way of damage for Redninja in this field phase. Alright, going to break through is Splashy and going to get his first phase shift of the game and the tournament. Ooh, tries to go for a grab, but that's going to lose to onslaught of attacks. Alright, manages to cross Redninja up and attack from behind. Now Redninja down to 55. The Emolga is going to bring him down to 1 HP. Remember, supports cannot actually KO an opponent. Alright, Splashy playing the patient game and then slides in, but not really punished or anything from it. Going to break through the counter in order to take this first round. Alright, for our next match, again, going to try and set up in the same way as Redninja, but Splashy going to start off with, without Emolga available, Splashy's going to start off with just pure projectile zoning from Croagunk. I don't even know if this is a thing that's supposed to be happening. Ah, you gotta love that. The baits in the air, just sort of flying over to your opponent, and you can bait something out by just floating there, or swimming there, as a form is called. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Croagunk kind of looks... Okay, yeah, that one definitely looks like he's swimming, 100%. So I get it. But now we're already down to 23 HP with not much of a scratch on Splashy. And we're already out of the game here. Very, very good stuff to Splashy. Gonna take this first game dominantly. Alright, for the second game, it looks like Redninja is switching over to Pikachu Libre. So, another speed character. Pikachu Libre is an interesting one. Very powerful grappling moves in the, command grab, that electric net thingy. And very fast, has a quick burst, synergy burst build up. Synergy gauge. Alright, currently using Libre's abilities to dodge the projectiles coming in from Croagunk. So this might have been an inspired choice. Alright, manages to get in. Counterattack. And then going to get damage off of that. Ooh, but then overcommits a little bit, and then the tables are turned. Splashy going to get the wall bounce, and Redninja going to go down heavily, but then going to pop that synergy burst in order to recover a little bit of health and probably try and change the tide here. Turn the tide, rather. But there's going to be the first attempted synergy burst attack and the first, well, failure. Alright, swimming above, floating. Damage, trying to put on pressure. When's he gonna land? Crossing up and gonna hit. You gotta love that tricky movement. Even though this game has a universal guard, it's still useful to, you know, dance back and forth to trip up your opponent, especially, you know, if they mess with their punishes, things like that. But so far, Splashy absolutely in the driver's seat. I can't tell if that was supposed to be an intentional whiff before the attack, or I don't know enough about swim combos to properly comment on it. But man, that laser that Splashy gets access to. Ooh, and another burst attack that does not work out. Is that going to confirm? No, it's not going to. All right, so that's 3 burst attacks attempted this particular game, and none of them landing. Alright, now we're back to the tried and true projectile zoning. Redninja is going to try and jump in, but it's not going to help. Down to 14 HP, down to 1 HP, trying to figure out some way to get in here. Is this about to be the end? Manages to get a little bit of the those synergy pieces in order to get burst, and pops it for health. Tries to get in, but SplashySyrup is not going to let a comeback happen. And that's going to be a 2-0 for Splashy. It was a good attempt from Redninja, and I really liked the switch to Libre, but unfortunately it did not work out the way that Redninja was hoping it would. Alright, so we're going to move right into our next Winners Round 1 match, which is going to be Comboster versus Xehanort. Let's see here. Switch. Alright, Comboster with the Shadow Mewtwo and Xehanort with the Chandelure. So, Shandy, quintessential zoner. Shadow Mewtwo is the glass cannon. And I mean, there are of course other characters that zone, other characters that are glass cannons, but man, these two, at least in terms of my familiarity, these two are the zoner and these glass cannons, rather. Alright, already starting off with Comboster playing from a distance. Sort of making use of the brain better than Xehanort is. Putting on pressure, Xehanort forced to block. Damage coming in with these slashes. Well, space slashes, I'll add. Alright, pressure from the top, tries to counterattack and does not actually get anything from it. So round 1 of game 1 is going to go to Comboster and the Shadow Mewtwo. Round 2. Alright, dashes in, jumps above. I like that. I really like that. You know, you see people who are more experienced in the game using movement a bit more in order to get in. Just in any sort of fighting game, it's like you really need to know how to move in order to successfully do things, and I really like Comboster's movement so far. Alright, putting on pressure here. Tries to go for another grab, but that's not going to land. Looks like misses the juggle, but managed to get the counterattack. Pressure in the corner. Gonna get the wall splat. Ooh, alright. Damage from the, I believe that's a Shadow Ball, followed up by a slash, and that's going to end the round, end the game in favor of Comboster. Alright, so Comboster up 1. Let's see if Xehanort can bring this back, if he can adapt and play the zoning game that he absolutely wants to here. Just floating in the air menacingly. Alright, immediately dodges the laser and comes in with slashes. Attempts the anti-air, but Comboster's already on the ground. Back and forth. Managed to just barely get hit by Xehanort's attack there. The overheat does not seem like it was the greatest option there. Comboster a little bit too far, and now double debuff plus Shadow Mewtwo's just pressure and damage does not seem to be a good situation here for Xehanort. Tries to get a counterattack, it's going to miss it. Alright, going to send out Latios, but already outside of the range of those beams and going to end this game. Well, this round, sorry. Alright, directly into round 2 of game 2. Tries to go for the anti-air, but Comboster's not in the air. He's staying on the ground. Alright. Beautiful pressure here, forcing Xehanort to stay in block until Comboster gets there. He's going to burst up, and Xehanort going to burst up in response. Alright, that finally hits. And now we have some damage in the corner. Not going to get the last 2 hits that he was hoping for. Even more pressure. Wall Splat going to bring down to 1 HP. And now just sort of floating around there. And going to end this with the splashes. Alright. Comboster going up 2-0 there. Excellent stuff to him. And we'll see Xehanort in the losers bracket. Alright, well those are the matches we have for winners round 1. So we're going to immediately head over to our losers round 1. Looks like we're going to have GearGrind versus Xehanort. So we can just pop that in there easy enough. Alright, perfect. So GearGrind versus Xehanort is going to be our next match, and that's going to be the Chandelure that we saw just now, most likely, and then we're going to, I actually don't remember who GearGrind plays, but we're going to see in a moment. Alright, that's going to be our answer, Garchomp. So we're going to have Garchomp versus Chandelure, GearGrind versus Xehanort. Of course, Garchomp comes in from under the ground. Very, very on brand there. And speaking of brands, goes through for the dig, gets hit, goes through for another dig, tries to jump in, but Xehanort going to keep GearGrind away. Alright, they're going to get, I believe that was a counterattack. Trying to swipe GearGrind away, not going to get it, but going to get that counterattack. Tries to grab, but GearGrind is way too close for that. Another counterattack, but this time GearGrind seems to have caught on, goes for the grab, who is going to win the attack triangle there. Good bait, lands and then goes for a grab on that counterattack. Seems like starting to figure out the counterattack habit, but Xehanort going to keep doing it, and it's going to keep working. Gets the anti-air there, a little too far to be grabbed. Going to block. Try and put on pressure on the guard and immediately go for a counterattack. GearGrind had the right idea in going for the grab, but was just a little bit too slow. The attack had already come out. So now Xehanort is up a round in game 1. Tries to land there, but this time Xehanort's just going to match. Beautiful stuff, especially considering that GearGrind seemed to have wanted to bait a counter by jumping in, and in this case, if the grab had started, then that would have been winning the attack triangle there on Xehanort's side. Alright, tries to grab, but Xehanort a little bit too far. Gonna try and zone out. Pressure, anti-air. Tries to go for the projectiles. They miss, but that's fine because the dig that comes through afterwards, punishable. An overheat from miles away. Alright, is that going to end? That is absolutely going to end it. Alright, and now they are 1-1 in rounds here in game 1. So our first final round game of the tournament. Individual game, rather. Gonna jump in and manage to get the attack. Alright, gonna block and then slide in, but not going to get punished for it. Gonna get punished for that, though, trying to attack there and gonna get hit by the dig. Alright, counterattack again. Tries to grab, gonna miss it, gonna get punished for it. After the wall splat at 75 HP, gonna pop the burst. Make sure to stay alive here. Alright, GearGrind gonna respond with a burst of their own. Tries to go for multiple counters, but Xehanort just waits both of them out and then goes for the attack. Alright, and the burst attack hits. Spooky stuff here. I don't even know what this is. This seems like it's... No, it can't be called Poltergeist. I feel like that's Gengar's. Yeah, I don't know what the name of that attack is, but manages to be effective either way. Definitely has the health advantage over GearGrind now, but Cresselia not going to do anything because no light green health to restore. 43 HP on GearGrind, going to try and jump in, and the anti-air is going to take it. Game 1 in the favor of Xehanort. All right, that was great stuff there from Xehanort, managing to consistently get those counterattacks, and especially at the end there, managing to understand that GearGrind would want to jump in on a character like Chandelure. Because it's like either you're going to want to go for a dig or something like that, or you're going to want to put on pressure from above. A lot of people tend to jump in on projectile characters in any fighting game, and the trick is determining exactly when you need to jump in. Alright, going to try and go for the dig there, but the counterattack is going to eat it. Alright, going to get a grab and going to switch us to dual phase. Counterattack of their own. GearGrind now going to put on some damage afterwards. Smart, going to back up, not going to overextend. Going to get another counterattack there. Try and figure out what to do about the knockdown, but Xehanort's going to use that overheat and knock GearGrind far away. Cubone manages to hit. Alright, the attacks are just going to come through on Xehanort's side and going to push through that grab. But it does not seem to be doing too much for him, as Xehanort only has 29 HP left, and now there is none. Round 1 of Game 2 goes to GearGrind's Garchomp. Alright, we got Round 2. Tries to go in, gets hit by a small projectile, but that's nothing crazy to worry about. That beam way too close, way too laggy to be used that close, and so GearGrind's just going to jump above and punish it, but neither of them are getting punished too heavily. Beautiful bait there. So instead of going for the grab or anything like that time, goes above, lands, gets a counter instead. Alright, damage in the corner, does not get anything from the wall stick, but going to get that counter, going to get a little bit more damage off of it. Swipes, misses, and Xehanort ends up behind him, but does not actually do anything with that positioning change. Cubone gonna help, and that's going to be Game 2 in GearGrind's favor. Alright, so we're now 1-1. Gotta see who's going to pull this off in the end. They're both sticking with the same characters for this third match, and I mean, why wouldn't they? Alright, let's get started then with round 1 of Game 3. Alright, trying to go for these baits again, really just trying to mix up here. Going in with the movement, jumping above, and then forcing Xehanort to guess what's going to happen when he lands. This is big damage here. Garchomp showing off why it's in the power archetype. Alright, Xehanort going to get a chance for a counterattack, but not going to get much from it. And it's GearGrind's turn again. Poor positioning. And that pressure. Going to manage to close it out pretty dominantly that first game. That first round of that third game. I'm going to keep mixing up those terms. Alright. Beam from afar, not going to do too much. Going to try and swing, but going to get hit for it. Now pressured here. Block drops. Tries to go for a counter. Overheat's going to overpower. Alright. Trying to zone a bit. Going to get a counterattack. Not going to get anything from it, though. Again, GearGrind's turn again. Putting on damage and pressure. Going to miss that dig, but it call out the Cubone for support. Still going to bring Xehanort super close. Alright, Magneton tries to get the grab, but a little bit too far. And then fishing for a little bit. Tries to get another grab. Alright, is this going to hit? It is not. And now going to try and go for an attack zone. But that's also not going to hit. Burst attacks are very, very safe on block. I think that they're even on block, if I recall correctly. Alright, but that's going to go in GearGrind's favor 2-0. So yeah, that's good stuff so far. We've been having very interesting matches, to say the absolute least. Alright, so we're going to jump right back on our winner's side of things, where we're going to see SplashySyrup from earlier with the Krogunk. And we're also going to see Plain Yogurt, who we did not get to see in game, in Winners Round 1. Now, Plain Yogurt also plays Krogunk, so we're actually going to see a Ditto here. Let's get right into that. Alright. Krogunk versus Krogunk. Now, with a character that's tricky, I imagine that, of course, it's going to be more experience that's going to win, but with a character that also relies a little bit on randomness, maybe a little bit of luck, too, in the Ditto. But we will see how that's going to play out here. So we're viewing from Splashy's perspective. Splashy's the blue Krogunk, and Plain Yogurt is the red. Ooh, tons and tons of pressure on that block. Or you could also call it a block, so it's block pressure on that block. Anyways. Alright, Splashy gonna use expert swimming and floating here to keep from bothering with the projectiles. And now some swim combos here. Damage in the corner. Beautiful stuff, and especially with the bomb behind, it's like the first instinct is going to be, oh, hey, well, maybe I should block when I wake up. And Splashy going to take full advantage of that. Already showing off dominance with the conversions here and the pressure in general. Only 57 HP left. Going to pop that Emolga. Plain Yogurt trying to answer back, but going to get punished, and that's going to be round 1 going to Splashy.
Round 2.
Alright, round 2. Going to slide directly in. Put on some safe pressure on block, but Magneton going to help Plain Yogurt out of that sticky situation. Alright, Plain Yogurt can try and float above these projectiles as well. Okay. Splashy has him in the corner to put on some damage. Gonna reset phase shift points with the burst. Basically, each attack has a certain amount of phase shift points, things like that, and it's basically a counter how long until you phase shift. And when you pop a burst, then you reset it so you can do like another combo, whatever the case is. But no need for any other combos here because that synergy burst is going to put game 1 of our winners quarters finals in the favor of SplashySyrup. Alright, game 2 now. Let's see if Plain Yogurt has anything up his sleeve. Or honestly, if you can just copy some of the stuff that Splashy was doing in game 1. Maybe not the combos or anything like that immediately, but maybe some of the pressure, maybe some of the zoning. Who knows? But we're both sticking with the same character. Ooh, tries to immediately shoot off a projectile, but Splashy really seems to like that Emolga as a disruptor. Seems really good in field phase. Just, oh hey, I see that you're trying to do zoning or something in some capacity. I'm going to stop you immediately. And now it's my turn to put on pressure. Counterattack, but that counterattack reaches so high and Throw Gun goes so low. Seems to be a weird counterattack in the Ditto here. I wonder how it works with his other small characters. Alright, gonna float in, start something big. So much damage. Are we gonna get to the wall? Yes, we are, and the Emolga to finish that as well. Splashy's experience with these conversions, the practice that Splashy's most likely put in, really showing. Alright, floating above, back and forth. Bomb nearby. Force Plain Yogurt to back off. Quagsire gonna give a little bit of over there, but Splashy gonna do the I'm gonna say it's their patented thing, bouncing back and forth. Alright, Splashy just sort of running in this time around. Alright, manages to get the phase shift, putting on pressure. Plain Yogurt gonna try and float above. Gets a hit in, but does not get any sort of confirms off of it. And same thing goes for Splashy. We're just trading small hits from neutral wins until now, where Splashy is now putting on tons of pressure. The Emolga, the burst. Alright, burst for burst. Smart. Not too much you can do other than pop it in this situation if you're Plain Yogurt here. Alright, gonna shoot at the Magneton, but Splashy's not in the air here. Alright, burst is gonna run out for both of them. Alright, trying to pin Splashy down as Plain Yogurt. Okay, but managed to catch with anti-air. The anti-air ended, and then put on a bit of damage there. Plain Yogurt trying to float around here. Only, I was about to say, and now 0 HP left on Splashy. Oh, sorry, 0 HP left on Plain Yogurt, rather. So, excellent stuff there. Managed to show dominance in the Ditto. A little bit of... That was interesting, though, at least. I really liked the combos that Splashy put out, and the pressure. And Plain Yogurt really did try to answer back. It seems like Plain Yogurt at least understood the character a bit, in terms of, you know, a little bit of the movement, things like that, but seems like he was unable to get the conversions that Splashy was getting, and as a result did not get to do what he wanted there. Alright, so our next match should be a fun one. That's going to be Shady versus Rapid. Now, to my understanding, both of these players are experienced in the game, so it may be our first higher level match where both sides are higher level, let's say, that we're going to see in this tournament. So this is going to be still winners quarterfinals. Let us get directly into it. Alright, Shady with the Sceptile and Rapid with Machamp. Now, Machamp is one of those characters that, to me, is someone who, again, is not super experienced in the game, is absolutely terrifying. I mean, pretty much any grappler is always going to be terrifying in the hands of anyone who's really good at them, because it's like, just look at the damage that they're going to do off that small neutral. Because, see, the idea is that they're not going to be controlling neutral often, but when they win it, they're going to be in for a ton of pain. Alright, Shady wisely trying to keep out of the zone, but that grab is going to do a ton of damage. And another one! Alright, only 86, 50 HP, no HP left on Shady. So round one is going to Rapid. Alright, trying to block there. A little bit of pressure. Then to get the grab. Now going to toss out some projectiles. Avoid this bulked up Machamp here. That's not going to be the best thing to do on block. Just going to grab straight after. Jumps over the counter. Counter of their own, but not going to pop the counter attack. Ooh, that interaction was good for Shady. Basically going to keep Rapid from getting the damage and pressure that they most certainly wanted. Alright, counterattack. I'm going to try and follow up. So Shady going to launch off a combo of their own. Going to pop the burst, knock Machamp back. Going to go for an attack, but not really going to launch into anything as a result. Drop down from it. Pressure, damage. Not too much HP left on either side, but thus far Shady has the control here. And Shady's going to end that. Alright, into the final round immediately here. Tries to go for the counterattack. Not going to get punished for it. Alright, Machamp's going to drop down and start running big damage in the corner here. It's going to be over 50%. Counter cross chop. Only going to put on a little bit of block pressure there and going to pop the burst. No reason to save it now. May as well just snowball it. And does. Game one is going to go to Rapid. Okay, alright, so we're going to see a switch from Shady. Going to try and go full zoner here with the Bryxon. I mean, I like the switch. Because basically with the Sceptile, it looked like they were trying to zone a bit, right? But it didn't seem like the zoning was working out as much, and definitely still needed to get in and put traps afterwards. So Shady probably just thought, you know what, may as well just stay as far away from this character as is humanly possible. But Rapid still finds a way in, tries to go for the air grab, but does not get it. Alright, gonna launch Rapid away. Anti-air projectiles. Rapid finds their way in once again. Lapras, though, is going to save Shady from a bit of a predicament. That counter, though. Ooh, and then the damage there. Tries to go for a grab afterwards. Does not get the finisher that they were looking for. Alright, tries to put on pressure, but Shady is going to end it. Immediately into round two here. Ooh. Gonna get drop kicked right in the chest. Alright, pressure in the corner. Gonna pop burst. Gonna ruin whatever Oki Shady had planned. Gonna zoom right in, but Shady's gonna pop burst as well. Alright, managing to keep... Ooh, okay. Manages to get the burst attack, kind of, but only at range. But that still does just enough damage, just enough knockback. Gives Rapid everything that they need in order to break them out. Alright, so now we're 1-1 in game 2. Are we going to go to a game 3, or is Rapid going to end it here? Cross chop. Dashes in. Following very well. Jumps over. Threatens space. Knockdown is going to give Rapid the chances they're looking for. Tries to go for a counter attack. Gets countered by another counter attack. And now is back at the edge of the screen. But once again, Rapid finds their way in. Ooh, smart stuff there. Gonna use Lapras to make sure that the damage taken from that counter attack is heavily minimized. Alright, this looks like it could be Shady's. But Rapid's gonna pop the burst again, no reason to save it. Gonna get knocked down, jump over, and that's going to end it. Excellent stuff. Shady going up. 1. So now we are 1-1. Okay, and now Rapid gonna switch over to the Mewtwo instead. That's very interesting. So Rapid found their way in a ton, but still seems like the immediate thought was, okay, you know what? Mewtwo's probably gonna be a better choice. And so far, showing why that choice was made, already putting on tons of damage already, and using projectiles of their own. Yeah, so much pressure here. And so much damage. Only 141 left on Shady, but Shady's now taking their turn. Let's come in. Damage here. Interesting combos. The pressure. Alright, so round 1 of game 3 is going to go to Rapid here. So keep in mind, by the way, that switching for Pokken works basically like this. So if you lose, you're allowed to switch characters, but not if you win. So in a lot of places, you just have to hold the counter thing. I wonder how much this is inspired by traditional Pokemon games, but I don't know too much about that either. In terms of the competitive scene, I've only looked at Smogon and see oh hey, is my favorite character OU or whatever. But that's my experience with that. Alright, they're currently at even HP, but Fire Blast is going to put Rapid down a little bit. Ooh, Shady rushes in, punishing that grab. He's going to put out Lapras for pressure. Only 8 HP left. Shady absolutely wants to finish it here, but then again, so does Rapid. Manages to start a conversion. Tries to rush in with the grab. Basically wanted to, I think what Shady was thinking was, oh hey, I can basically pressure them from this distance, and if they think, oh hey, well, they might shoot a projectile or whatever the case is, then I can just rush in and grab instead, using Mewtwo's ability to my advantage. But it did not work. Shady just said, nah, and he just kept attacking. And so too here, pushing through the grab. Gonna get a burst here. Gonna block the Lapras. Rapid really wants to end this here. Only 1 HP left. I wonder if that could have ended with a burst attack, and then I also wonder if the burst attack was scaled, or if it would have been enough to end it. Alright, grab there. They're both keeping each other in check. 70 HP on the part of Shady, 29 on the part of Rapid. This can end with one conversion from either side. Gonna send out the Lapras, only 1 HP left. Damage and Rapid with that 1 HP is still going to manage to take out Shady. That's gonna be 2-1 in Rapid's favor. Excellent, excellent, excellent stuff to both. And that really could have gone either way. They kept it as close as they possibly could. Alright, we're going to get into our final match of Winners Quarters Finals here, which is going to be another fun one. ThunderGriffin versus VannyStar. And let's actually get into that one. Alright, ThunderGriffin with the Chandelure, possibly, or definitely the best Chandelure in bracket today, and VannyStar with the Charizard, definitely the best Charizard in the bracket today. So, from what I hear, Vanny is from the UK, and she's done a ton to advance the Charizard meta, and we shall see if this war of, you know, projectile character versus the character that really wants to be up and close is going to go in her favor as a result, or if ThunderGriffin is going to show off why it's weird in so many games. Alright, putting on pressure here. Yeah, so far ThunderGriffin showing off why it's weird. Because, of course, the Zoner is just absolutely going to win. The projectile character, rather, is going to win neutral most of the time. And if the power character does not make up enough damage to deal with that and the opportunities they do get close, then it can be frustrating. Alright, but so far, Vanny seems like she's doing just enough here. Ooh. Tries to get in again, but ThunderGriffin is going to anti-air. I think he understood that she was getting a little bit antsy. Or maybe she wasn't getting antsy at all. Maybe she was thinking, okay, well, I jumped once. He's not going to expect me to jump again. But either way, first round in favor of ThunderGriffin. Oh man, what are these juggles? What is this pressure here? Beautiful stuff coming out from ThunderGriffin. I've never seen that from a Candy before. And I mean, I'm sure that it's nothing new in terms of Pokken community. Beautiful stuff. Going to punish the grab there with a burst attack. Rage boosted. Burst attack. Alright, but then ThunderGriffin's going to pop a burst of his own. Going to try and take this round in his favor. Vanny going to fly above. Going to completely avoid that burst attack and going to punish it. Damage in the corner, and Vanny is going to take a round. We're now 1-1. 1-1 in round. Okay, trying to put on some pressure from a distance. Laser and jump laser. Gonna get straight through that counterattack. Perfect distance for the grab. Understanding the spacing for that grab is probably really key to playing this character. And another one. Smart stuff, and then immediately shoots the anti-air. So basically the idea, I believe, is with a zoner, it's like once you start making people desperate enough, then you can get them to a situation where it's like, alright, I know what you're going to do next. You're going to try and jump over now because you feel like that's going to be the fastest way to get to me. Or you feel like you can fly up there. But right now, ThunderGriffin actually hasn't taken a scratch. Vanny already down to 1 and no HP. A perfect. The very first perfect that we're going to see here today. I don't know if it's going to be the last, but absolutely the first. ThunderGriffin going up 1-0 versus Vanny. Alright, now let's see if Vanny can turn this around in some capacity. That was pretty dominant from ThunderGriffin, but she still did manage to take a round at least. But then, immediately after, ThunderGriffin was like, nah, watch this. Alright, round 1, game 2. Ooh. Beautiful stuff, beautiful anti-air. If I recall correctly, I think that's frame 1 or something like that. I'm trying to remember exactly the things that Comboster was telling me about this character. Evidently, Comboster and ThunderGriffin are actually practice partners, or at the very least, they practice together a bunch. Alright, pressure on the block. Smart but safe pressure. Immediately goes into the overheat, but probably not expecting the fly. We're probably expecting, oh hey, well, maybe I can time it right to get this the fly. Alright, gonna get an overheat there. Yeah, this isn't looking great for Vanny so far, but she can absolutely turn the tides here, especially in burst. Alright, speaking of burst though, it's like ThunderGriffin gonna pop burst of his own. Flying over. Ooh, goes for the burst attack, but Vanny's still in the air and going to punish burst attack with burst attack. With this low HP, we're going to get it rage boosted from 257 all the way down to 59. That's about what? 100 and... but ThunderGriffin still manages to close it out. So round 1 is going to go to him. Alright, guesses are in the air. Crosses behind her. Manages to catch her unawares, off guard. Anti-air, pressure. Alright, but Vanny manages to get in. Gonna hit the counterattack and immediately jump above. Not going to get punished by it. So much damage here. Wall splat 2. Little bit of zoning. Or just a fireball rather to cover the approach. Emolga. Beautiful. Going to put ThunderGriffin in a poor position. Allows VannyStar to get in. Alright, ThunderGriffin gonna pop the burst. Why wait? Plus the Mew. You get that attack boost. Guard break there, and so much damage, so much pressure, manages to take this 2-0. VannyStar, so she showed, she honestly showed like a bunch of skill, obviously, and a bunch of, I guess, scary pressure. But in the end, ThunderGriffin was cool, calm, collected, very, very, very much unflappable, and still managed to do everything that he needed to do in order to close out the game 2-0. It was a much closer 2-0 than the numbers themselves would read, but very much still a 2-0. Alright, so that's the end of our winner quarterfinals. A very good match at that, though. But now we're going to go into our losers round 2. So let's see here. We have for our losers round 2, Shady versus GearGrind. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, let's not wait any longer. Just switch directly into the match. Alright, so Shady and GearGrind have both shown, you know, decent amounts of ability, movement with their characters, things like that. Shady definitely wants to push back and get back to Rapid after that nail biter set, and GearGrind after pulling off a win versus Xehanort absolutely wants to press through here. and keep going as far as you know. Ooh, tries to go for the grab, and it's a smart read, but is way too far to actually get it. Oh, so much damage from a distance. Beautiful zoning, but GearGrind gonna manage to find his way in all the same. Ooh, starts to try and get something in the corner, but only gets a little bit. Tries to go for the counter. Gonna absorb some of the HP with that command grab. Alright, Shady gonna meet him in the air. Beautiful combo to knock GearGrind far away. I'm going to send the Diglett to do a little bit of work there. Honestly, didn't even like pay attention to this before, but man, GearGrind really likes just the whole ground motif, huh? Ground type Pokemon. Alright, going to come through with the dig, but that's not going to be great. Going to get caught up and punished for it. Round 1 of game 1. Of loses round 2, going to Shady. Alright. GearGrind gonna strike the most significant first damage there. Ooh. Now, Sceptile is just a really tricky, trappy character. Basically, lays down like all sorts of traps on the field. I believe like what, poison, you know, the command grab, projectiles, things like that, and puts you into situations where you don't truly know exactly what you need to do. Oh, and of course it's like the vine swing as well. But that dig there is going to get punished immediately. Ooh, and then Shady goes for the grab. First attack though. Going to pop the guard, but not going to do too much after that. Alright, this time GearGrind gets the read and the spacing. Going to send out Diglett. Alright, damage here. Oh, but lets up on the pressure. Going to get grabbed. And Shady going to get back a little bit of HP. Oh, is the counterattack? Nope, counterattack's not going to end it, but has a trap there. And that will, though, GearGrind, at the very last speck of HP that he had, manages to take this second round. Alright, we're in the final round. GearGrind strikes first blood. Gonna get knocked away by the burst activation. Alright, here comes a combo. Trap's laid. But GearGrind again gonna find their way in. Back in a duel phase. Alright, sends out the burst attack and it's gonna land. Lines there. Is this what's it called? Frenzy Plant, I believe? I'm really just mixing like what knowledge I have of Pokken with the knowledge I have of Pokemon. To try and figure out some of these move names. Alright, it's going to jump above that command and grab. Alright, burst attack of his own from GearGrind, but way, way, way too far. Going to pop guard at least. But this is currently looking like it's going to be a win for Shady. And it is. Manages to close that game out. Drops around, but manages to go up 1-0. All right. Let's see if GearGrind is able to you know, channel energy that he had in taking round 2 of game 1, and because the thing is, it's like GearGrind doesn't look completely lost. As a matter of fact, GearGrind doesn't really look lost at all. It just seems like he's not getting conversions in the places that he wants to get them, and not getting the spacing right that he wants sometimes. Those are two of the most obvious things that I'm seeing, at least. But right now, trying to go for those sort of tried and true baits and not getting them. Smart manages to get the grab there, and just, you know, that battle of wills, just who's going to blink first. GearGrind blinks first, but gets something from it. Counterattack is going to open an opportunity for damage. Ooh, that vine and the side switch. Yeah, Shady absolutely showing off their mastery of conversions here. And the traps. So much pressure. GearGrind has to now figure out, like, once Shady gets going, GearGrind really has to figure out, alright, what to do next. And it looks like no matter what answer he's coming up with, Shady's like, okay, I knew you were going to do that. Or it's like, I have it covered for that. And manages to take round 1 of game 2 here. Round 2. Alright, Shady's going to put it in the duel phase. GearGrind trying to get a little extra pressure off of neutral wind there, but nothing doing. Manages to catch Shady all the way in the air. Tries to go for a counter, but Shady's just going to wait it out. Alright, and back into field phase. Beautiful stuff! Using that counter and cancels in order to get through that Cubone. All without missing a beat, or, you know, without putting himself in any sort of poor situation. Alright, but now GearGrind has his opportunity to do a little bit of damage. Whiffs on that last bit and then immediately goes into burst. Trying to block, trying to pop burst, and manages to catch Shady in the start-up of their burst. Alright, gonna drill. Something, pierce the heavens. Gonna block, tries to grab, but gonna lose the attack triangle there. Very close, but now Shady gets the opening. Shady's going to end it. And Shady wins 2-0. Sick. But yeah, Shady's going to win 2-0. And I believe, is that our last match of Losers Round 2? I believe it is. So next is going to be our top 8. Top 8 is all going to be best of 5. So we're going to see a couple of longer matches now as a result. Oh, nope. Actually, I'm absolutely ridiculous. We actually have more Losers Round 2 matches. I don't even know why I said what I said. We're going to go immediately into our Losers Round 2 now. And our Losers Round 2 is going to be another couple of familiar faces, as it's natural to be at this particular point. We're going to see VannyStar versus Redninja. All right, so we are not in top 8 yet, so we're not in a best of 5 territory. But yeah, let's move right into it. All right, VannyStar with the Charizard, and Redninja with the tried and true Darkrai. All right, round 1. Getting some pressure going here. tries to go for a fly. Doesn't get it, but also doesn't get punished for it. And now Vanny's going to start getting some conversions here. Looks like she misses the wall splat, but does not matter. Manages to get the pressure immediately afterwards. Tries to go for a grab, but is going to get attacked. Nightmare mode active from Redninja. Alright, now Redninja's starting to put on some damage here. This is stuff we didn't get to see from Redninja before because, honestly, Redninja didn't really get a chance to open anything up. Didn't get a chance to do damage. Okay, but Vanny still has the pressure, and in the corner, she's going to end it. Round 1, game 1, it's going to Vanny. Alright, Draco Meteor. At least I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Redninja gonna put Vanny in a bad spot and then immediately into Nightmare mode. Manages to get the grab, so we're going right back to field phase. Now, if I recall correctly, phase switches shift whether or not you're in Nightmare mode, so that had to be a bit of a trade-off there for Redninja. Alright. They're both trying to do what they can in this dual phase. Vanny gets an opening but doesn't get too much from it. Redninja going to launch us right back into field phase with a grab. Rotom gonna catch Redninja falling. Alright, and Vanny gonna start doing big damage here. Counter's not even gonna work out, but VannyStar, she goes up 1-0 versus Redninja. Alright, they're both sticking with the same characters. Redninja not going to pull out the Libre this time. And it makes sense because it wasn't like Redninja was being zoned out or anything like that. Doesn't really need any extra speed. Just needs a little bit more clutch in the situations where it counts because he actually did do a pretty good job game 1.
Round 1.
Alright. Vanny starting off powerfully. Ooh, gonna back off, but that counterattack is going to push a good distance. Managed to catch her retreating. But none of this is enough to trouble her as, well, Redninja is already down to 119. Puts on pressure there, and again, that's beautiful. I imagine that's safe on block when charged up like that. Alright. VannyStar gonna get round 1 of game 2.
Round 2.
Alright, manages to get the first opening. Seismic toss. Manages to get the kick in, but Draco Meteor is going to support Redninja. He's going to get a grab afterwards. Rotom's going to catch Redninja in the air. And Vanny looks like she is poised to try and finish this here. And she does. VannyStar 2-0. Alright, excellent stuff coming out from VannyStar. So that's going to be Redninja getting eliminated, and that's going to be VannyStar moving on in an attempt to get revenge versus ThunderGriffin, perhaps. Alright, now we're going to have our final Losers Round 2 match, which is going to be SparkX, someone who we haven't actually seen yet, versus Plain Yogurt. So let's get right into that. Alright, SparkX with a Pikachu. Now there's a character who we actually have not seen yet. We've seen Pikachu Libre, but we have not seen Pikachu. Alright, we can use these thunders to put on pressure. Or thunderbolts. I actually don't know which one it is. Alright, thus far in neutral, neither seems to be doing anything super crazy, but SparkX manages to win neutral and field phase there and bursts up afterwards. Now, if I recall correctly, Pikachu also has a quick charging burst. Trying to put on so much pressure here, and by trying, I mean he's putting on so much pressure here. Tries the electric wind dodge it for the third one. Doesn't get it, but still manages to close out the first round. Alright, Magneton, but only going to shoot above, and SparkX is going to stay on the ground. Alright, beautiful stuff. SparkX just zipping around with this Pikachu here, and doing well in winning neutral in field phase. Alright, Plain Yogurt has him in the corner. You know, one thing I noticed is that one thing that SplashySyrup did that Plain Yogurt maybe could have done there is just went for the grab while the bomb was there. But who knows? So Plain Yogurt's going to burst up. Alright, SparkX is going to bring the thunder. Alright, so I feel like the small ones have to be thunder jolt, and then the striking ones have to be thundered. But Plain Yogurt manages to hit SparkX with a burst attack. Now what are they gonna do? Alright. SparkX bursts, shoots a thunder, immediately wins field phase. Doing pretty well in field phase neutral, honestly. Tries to go for a burst attack, but they're gonna miss. Gonna wait until the landing, go for an Emolga, and that Emolga is gonna get a wall stick, but not gonna be able to finish the combo the way they want to. But Plain Yogurt manages to turn that around with 1 HP left, and so now we are 1-1 in rounds for game 1. Alright, SparkX really making good use of the mobility here. Alright, again wins neutral in field phase. Alright, tries to float over, but not going to get it. Immediately going to go for a burst attack, but Plain Yogurt just going to stay blocking this time, recognizing maybe that when SparkX does a burst attack, they end up bouncing off of the block, and so they're a little bit too far for certain things. Then again, with Pikachu being a speedy character, I imagine there can be some other baits with that. But thus far, Plain Yogurt now only at 1 HP left, not in the best position. Tries to go for the Magneton, but again, SparkX is not in the air. SparkX is up 1, but not in the air. Alright, getting directly into game 2 now. Very solid stuff from both players, but thus far it's seems like Plain Yogurt's struggling just a little bit more. I mean, obviously I can say that like after any match where someone goes down. Alright. Plain Yogurt manages to get in. This time is the winner of field phase. Gets the counterattack, and this time it hits. Okay, so maybe other small characters it does hit, or maybe it was something that was specific to the Ditto that didn't cause the counterattack to hit before when he was playing Splashy. Alright, trying to go for the juggles there. Or rather, going for the juggles. Pressure with these Thunder Jolts. Thunderbolts. But drops guard and gives Plain Yogurt a chance. Alright, gonna immediately burst and destroy that counterattack. Gonna come in, get the grab, and we're back in the field phase. Some projectiles, but Emolga is going to stop that for a moment. Only a little bit of burst left. Not gonna go for any burst attack or anything like that. Looks like the tried and true hand made. Nope. 1 HP left. Ooh, but wasn't even paying attention to the timer. I know I certainly wasn't. And so Plain Yogurt gonna take that round by timeout. Alright, pressure from afar. Tries to zigzag around, but the counterattack is going to find its mark all the same. Alright. Combo doesn't go as far as SparkX wants it to. Gets a counterattack. Emolga, but gonna block it. Alright, juggles. Big damage. Gonna try and go for a burst attack again, but still not gonna land. And Plain Yogurt going to pop burst in response. And the burst attack. This one does land though. Rage boosted. Alright, does a good chunk of damage. Still absolutely has to make up some more. In all that confusion, manages to win the attack triangle. We're in duel phase. Does not get the damage that he wants there. 1 HP left. What's doing? Tries to go for a counterattack. The grab, though, is going to end it in SparkX's favor. Very close for Plain Yogurt, though. So now we're 1-1 in rounds, while SparkX is up 1 game. Alright, gonna break through the block. Pressure afterwards. Alright, going to start a little bit of a conversion there. Gonna launch right in there. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to start up a counterattack, I'm still coming for you. Oh, tries to go for a grab, but going to get punished for it. Alright, doesn't finish what they're going for. Ooh, and the burst attack finally hits through the counter from Plain Yogurt. Blasting through, and I don't even know how Pikachu gets a fist like that, but we're just gonna ignore it. Alright. Magneton, but doesn't catch Pikachu. Emolga pressure. More jolts. Tons of electricity flying. But that's why they call him SparkX. Ooh, alright, and the counterattack is going to end it in favor of SparkX. Alright, that was a good showing from Plain Yogurt for certain, but SparkX absolutely manages to close it out all the same. Alright, so that's going to be our last match of before top 8 now. And let's see here. Our top 8 is looking like SplashySyrup versus Rapid, Junior Jam versus ThunderGriffin, VannyStar versus Comboster, and Shady versus SparkX. So that's going to be our top 8. We're going to take a little bit of a break, as that's going to be a what's it called? That's going to be best of 5 matches. So those are going to be longer, things like that. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens with that. For the moment, though, I'm going to take a quick break here. All right, so our top 8 matches, our first matches of top 8 rather, went with Rapid going 3-0 versus SplashySyrup. ThunderGriffin ended up taking it over Junior Jam due to a internet issue that caused a DQ from Junior Jam and just pushes ThunderGriffin forward. And then Comboster took it 3-2 over VannyStar. And we're about to get into our final match of losers round 3 rather, which is going to be Shady versus SparkX. So let's set that up. SparkX showed very interesting stuff in the match versus Plain Yogurt. So let's see if the same happens now versus Shady, or if Shady pulls it out. Alright, Sceptile versus Pikachu, but we didn't expect anything different. Well, we could have seen the Bryson from Shady, but, like, why? Alright. Round 1, let's get this started. Ooh, goes for a counterattack on that Thunder Jolt. A little bit too close. Damage coming out here. Managed to get SparkX in the corner, but not much else from it. Catches the landing. So much stuff going on here. Leaves and electricity flying, but right now with Shady's dominance, mostly leaves. Block pressure. Emolga. What looks like an air stall. Help to avoid that a little bit. Lands and continues to put on pressure. Only 1 HP left on SparkX, currently being dominated here. And the counterattack is going to close it out. A swift game 1 goes to Shady.
Round 2.
Alright, this time SparkX manages to open up the win on the field phase, but quickly loses control, and Shady's turn with the combos. Wall Splat's gonna get a little bit of extra damage. Gonna catch SparkX in the air. Not even near that counterattack. Alright, gonna get hit by the Emolga. Tries to go for a grab, but immediately gonna drop down on him. Alright, gonna block this burst. Oh, no! Actually jumped over the burst attack. So much pressure here. Min side switch to Divine. Oh, this drop, this damage, this pressure. SparkX needs to figure something out, like, now, because it looks like they are lost. Okay, well, that counts as figuring something out. Manages to get a little bit of damage there. Emolga is completely nullified by the burst activation, but SparkX is completely nullified by Shady. Alright, that's going to be 1-0. Shady's favor. A reminder that these matches are best of 5. Let's see what game 2 brings us. Will SparkX be able to... will they be able to start figuring something out, or will Shady just continue this ongoing train of dominance? Alright, counterattack. Gonna set up trap to force the block. absolutely dangerous for SparkX. Getting closer and closer to the corner. Alright, gonna get hit by a Mulga. SparkX gonna go burst immediately afterwards. Substitutions? Ooh, tries to go for the drop, but just drops into the counter. Burst attack, not gonna do much, but it's gonna be safe on block. He's trying to figure out a way in. Shady's not letting them in. Ooh, grab takes them really high. Alright, putting on tons of pressure, managing to corner in field phase using these traps. Alright, gets us right into dual phase. Gonna jump over the Emolga, get a little bit of damage, but then recognizes the block and immediately goes for grab afterwards. That's very smart, like especially if you drop a combo or a conversion or something like that, they're sort of recognizing, oh hey, well, I missed that. And they're most likely to block because they're trying to get out of this or expecting something. Unless, of course, they have some sort of invincible reversal option. In this case, they're liable to do that. Good reaction there, realizes, oh hey, starting up the counterattack, I'm just going to grab. Looks like doing nothing a lot of the time can be a very smart option. Just wait out these counterattacks. Alright, you can see the burst from SparkX. Some Thunder. And the Mulga for some Sparks too. Gonna go in for the grab, gonna get it. More Thunder pressure. Ooh, tries to put on pressure and maybe get that counterattack, but it's gonna put Shady really high in the air where they're gonna avoid the burst attack. Alright, both of them trying to figure out some way, and SparkX gets a little close, gets grabbed. Burst attack gonna knock SparkX out of the way. Drossy gonna give a little bit of a boost to Shady. And Shady gonna walk closer menacingly. Tries to jump in, gets clapped by the counter just a little bit, but time's running out. Time's up, and Shady is going to take it. Up now 2-0. Alright, let's see here. Thus far, Shady is indeed continuing this train of domination, just absolutely running over SparkX. I was going to try and make some sort of pun with, like, you know, tracks and whatever, but I gave up on it. But I figured you should know that I gave. Alright, counterattack is going to be the way into dual phase. Some pressure, going to get slightly clapped. Lightly clapped. Alright, counterattack, counterattack. Won't let this Pikachu fall. Big damage in the corner, just going to jump right over the Emolga. Very, very fast-paced match here. Unfortunately, not in the way that SparkX wants it to go, though. Shady is moving on them. Catches them in the air. Beautiful air grab there. Slams them to the ground. And goes up the first round of Game 3. It looks like it's about to be a 3-0 here. And the 3-0 without any rounds taken. Alright, gonna swing in. Both blocking. SparkX gonna try and get some use out of these Thunders from the burst. Gets a little bit of damage from Shady blocking them, but not too much else. Alright, gonna try and open up a little bit there, but Shady's gonna fall to the ground. Gets the grab. Thus far, this is the best we've seen SparkX do. Trying to get a reversal. Gets the first round. Beautiful stuff to SparkX there. Trying to bring it back. Now SparkX can channel that same energy that they brought there. We can maybe get a game, maybe even a reverse 3-0 here. Alright, but damage in the corner from Shady. Looks more like Shady's upset. Like Shady wanted to make sure like that they didn't lose any rounds. Alright, SparkX gonna pop first. Counter and swing away. Gonna take that to the shield. Anti-air. Thunder's gonna land. Imoga's gonna land. Burst attack. Burst attack's gonna land from a distance, but very unfortunately looks like it's scaled heavily with all of the with the support and everything, so it doesn't actually do nearly as much damage as SparkX would have wanted. Probably should have just well, actually, I mean, I guess at that distance, it's like burst is about to run out. Why not, right? Just take a little bit of the extra damage. So I can't tell you if that was the greatest decision, but it was a decision that was made, and right now SparkX has to live with it. Decides to live with grab 2. Alright, bursts up. Uses Jirachi. Shady wants to end this. Gets SparkX down to 1 HP left. SparkX has to figure out some way out of this. Has to take a lot of this block pressure. Goes for Imoga, but Imoga actually puts SparkX in a poor position. Ooh. Shady goes up 3-0 versus SparkX. That was a wonderful performance from Shady, and SparkX looked like they started to finally get the things that they wanted, but Shady's still absolutely gonna pull it out and go up 3-0. Shady actually will get a bit of a bye for the next match because of the DQ mentioned earlier. So we're going to go directly into losers semis. Alright, and so our next match is actually going to be on the winners side of things. We're actually going to go directly into winners finals now, where we're going to see Rapid versus ThunderGriffin. And let's take a moment, get that set up. Rapid, if we remember, is the powerful Machamp and Mewtwo player, and ThunderGriffin is the Chandelure. So this should be an interesting match. Both really good players. Let's see what winners finals has in store for us. Get right into it. All right, Machamp versus Chandelure. So this is going to be a pretty interesting one because we already saw that that Rapid did not like the zoning from Bryson before, and so much so that they switched over to Mewtwo. But let's see if ThunderGriffin's Chandelure causes the same reaction, or if they're more used to or willing to deal with this particular matchup. Alright, ThunderGriffin staying far away as possible. Does not want to get touched here. Ooh, alright, trying to figure out a way in, but ThunderGriffin not going to let Rapid take anything so far. So much pressure, going to swing right over, only going to get scraped is ThunderGriffin. Going to jump back a couple times. Toss on some extra damage. Rapid already out of the round here without really finding any sort of way to win neutral. Alright, ThunderGriffin putting on tons of pressure here in field phase. Manages to get the grab at the very tip. Alright, setups here, block pressure. Counter the moment that that Rapid tries to get in. Overheat. Beautiful stuff. ThunderGriffin knows everything that he needs to do to make sure that Rapid does not get close. Or rather, knows that when Rapid does get close, that they still won't be able to do anything there. Tries to go for an attack there, and attack's going to win the attack triangle even from that distance. Alright, Rapid has found their way in. Doing damage in the corner. This is not what ThunderGriffin wanted. See, this is really why ThunderGriffin needs to play as well as he does, and needs to really trap Rapid on the other side of the stage. Because otherwise, big damage. But managed to catch Rapid falling into the burst attack, and this should maybe be the end. And it is ThunderGriffin going up 1-0. Alright, yep, and there we immediately see the Mewtwo switch. Rapid absolutely uncomfortable with the Champ versus Chandelure matchup, and specifically versus ThunderGriffin's Chandelure. So I figure maybe decided, oh hey, you know what, I'll give it a shot, give it a chance, and well, didn't work out quite as well as they hoped. So let's see if the Mewtwo fares any better. Previously used his Mewtwo versus Brixen to try and beat out the zoning battle. But let's see if ThunderGriffin is going to fall prey to that as well. So far, ThunderGriffin a good bit ahead, but Rapid's Mewtwo in particular does have the ability to catch up. And as I say it, small combo, big damage. Alright, pressure from ThunderGriffin. Gonna boost up with the Mew, but not going to get too much of a chance to get launched away. Alright, now pretty much a zoning battle. ThunderGriffin's gonna pop the burst. Getting closer and closer. Alright, waiting. Ooh, and then manages to counter that. Beautiful stuff. So ThunderGriffin gets taken to the edge a little bit, but still manages to close it out versus Rapid. Alright, pressure coming in from Rapid, but not really long-lived. ThunderGriffin trying to dominate this field phase here, and he does. Ooh, manages to get in, but only barely, and then gets hit by the overheat afterwards as a reward for that. Very unfortunate. Now Rapid on back foot. ThunderGriffin gonna pop the burst back away from that grab. Is that gonna be punishable enough? It is not. But even still, ThunderGriffin manages to take that 2-0. It was absolutely closer, so I mean, it makes sense to stick with the Mewtwo, I think. But at the exact same time, ThunderGriffin still took both rounds without dropping one. Alright, so now Rapid has to figure out how do they want to deal with this Chandelure. They got pretty close. Can't lie about that. So absolutely was a good switch, good choice, and honestly good to have this character in your back pocket if you are going to be maining a character like the Champ. But alright, ThunderGriffin starting off his game. Good, gets pressure from a distance, catches Rapid jumping. Beautiful counters there. Alright, now it's Rapid's turn. Rapid's turn again. But not getting too much off of his what's it called? Oh, not getting anything. So ThunderGriffin going up one round in game 3. But yeah, Rapid's not getting too much off of ThunderGriffin's mistakes. It's like Rapid, they want to get the confirms or anything like that that come with a neutral win, but you're not really getting as much as Mewtwo can put off. Not getting as much as Mewtwo can give off, let's say. And as a result, it's like when ThunderGriffin messes up or when ThunderGriffin gets caught up, Rapid's not getting too much there. Alright, but as I say it, now Rapid is starting to get what they need. Alright, Mew and Bounce. Rapid's trying to get in here. Knows that they can finish it, and gets it. Beautiful stuff. Gets the first round of this set. Gets the first round of this set. But all the way in Game 3, is it too late? Alright, ThunderGriffin with the anti-air. Good counter. Gonna get blocked. Just immediately gonna back off afterwards. Overheat. And do tons of damage there. Alright, zooms in, gets countered, but then the bounce. Alright. Put on some pressure and then immediately burst. As much safety as possible, and is going to confirm into the burst attack. That is it. ThunderGriffin goes up 3-0 and is going to be in Grand Finals. All right, there. Winners Finals goes to ThunderGriffin, playing absolutely excellently, only dropping one round. Woo! Excellent zoning work and excellent understanding of what to do once the opponent broke his zone as well. Rapid got really close at times, but really couldn't finish it out in the way that ThunderGriffin did. And I mean, it's the same sort of thing that we saw earlier with VannyStar, right? Where she was able to get close, but ThunderGriffin just had it in the clutch. Just understood what the opponent would want to do when they got that close. So that's excellent stuff there for Winners Finals. Alright, so we're going to switch directly over to our Losers Semis. And our Losers Semis is going to be... okay, now there's a fun one. Comboster versus Shady. So let's set that up. Comboster uses Shadow Mewtwo, if we remember that, and Shady with the Sceptile. And we know for a fact that Shady wants the run back versus Rapid, who, if Shady is able to take this match, they will end up in Losers Finals versus Rapid. Now, since Rapid lost Winners Finals to ThunderGriffin. So let's see how this goes. Enough of me blathering on. Let us get directly into our Losers Semifinals match. Alright, that's going to be Comboster versus Shady. Oh, and I absolutely have these backwards. Shady going to be the Sceptile, and Comboster going to be the Shadow. Oh, Shady already opening up with big damage versus Comboster. Comboster trying to figure out what it is that they need to do, but so much damage already and nothing done to Shady. Even manages to win the attack triangle, catching the counterattack. Alright, but now Comboster has finally started to get a turn. slides in with the grab and going to end the first round.
Round 2.
Alright, let's get right into round 2. Comboster starts off swinging, but does not get too much as a result of it. Got a ball. Tries to charge in. Starts a little bit of damage here. Alright, he's absolutely going to convert from it. Pressure in the corner. Emolga. Alright, double Emolga. Yeah, both of them like Emolga. And I mean, again, thus far, based off of the uses we've seen for Emolga, why not, right? Can be used to extend a combo and get wall splat, or can also be used to disrupt the opponent a little bit. Put on block pressure so you can get in. Very, very versatile support. There's a decent target speed as well. Alright, right now, Comboster has Shady in the corner. But going to get the grab and going to end that first game. Shady takes it. Alright. Game 2 now. I think Comboster got off to a little bit of a rough start, but seems to be figuring things out as he goes. Alright, counterattack's going to put us right in the duel phase. Alright, jumping back, letting Comboster come to him, but Comboster manages to get close in a way that gets David. Counterattack. Alright, both of them playing very carefully here with the corner. Very smart. Gets the counterattack. Wakes up right above the trap and gets grabbed right afterwards. Again, sort of those situations where it's like, oh, hey, by the way, you're going to have to block when you get up anyway, so I'm just going to grab. Use that or you hold the damage. Alright. Starts to get in place. Bound's going to save combo for a little bit. Ooh, starts charging up, but looks like it was just a bait. The first attack is going to hit absolutely nothing. Comboster absolutely has some tricks up his sleeve, doing excellently, but at the same time, Shady just seems to be one step ahead here. Like, Comboster gonna avoid that. Alright, playing carefully with the corner again. Comboster just has the whole block here. Gonna send out a bounce and use that, but not really gonna save him. Shady takes it 2-0 now. Alright, so far Comboster has not really been able to get the offense that he wants going.
Round 1.
Alright, he's gonna get there by a thunder. Comboster manages to get the grab in. Tries to go for counter attack. Some sort of charge attack. Alright. Slashes. Alright, a little bit of a standoff. Jumps in. Slashes directly to first. Keep it all safe. Ah, gets hit jumping. was Shady's turn, but now it's Comboster's once more. Alright, is going to get the burst attack. Alright, it's going to be the Planet Vegeta Ender. Solid damage there. Comboster is in a solid position, but not too far off from Shady at all. They both need maybe one conversion. Alright, and Shady almost gets what he needs. Sorry, Comboster almost gets what he needs. Down to 10 seconds on the clock. Ooh, but Shady gets the grab and drops Comboster. Alright, manages to grab again. Attack triangle. Alright, Shady slides in with that cancel. Gets another grab. Gets one hit, but then immediately Comboster bursts. This is looking extremely rough for Comboster. Trying to figure out what he needs to do in order to take this round and then potentially these next few games. Alright, going to get a good amount of block damage, but not going to get the burst attack that he was looking for. Alright, wins the attack triangle here. Absolutely has to do something with it. Only 75 HP left on Shady. 11 left on Comboster, and that is going to be it. Shady is going up here 3-0. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so yeah, that's Shady earning the right to a run back versus Rapid. So we're going to see exactly what happens here now. Before they had a pretty close set with each of them counterpicking, neither of them ending up with their mains there. Shady ending up with the Bryson and Rapid ending up with the Mewtwo. Before, Rapid took it, and recently now Rapid, after a winners finals loss to ThunderGriffin, will now need to figure out what to do in order to get back there. But again, this is one of those situations where let's not dwell on that too much. Let's try and get directly into. There we go. Let's see if we can get directly into the next match. All right, losers finals: Shady versus Rapid. Let's start it off. Alright, I'm going to start off the same way they did before. Going to be Sceptile versus Machamp. Let's see how much counterpicking we're going to see this time around. This is a best-of-5 set, remember. Alright, counterattack manages to beat the grab. Attack is out before the grab is. Alright, counter for counter. Shady getting damage, juggling. Alright, gets the knockdown. Alright, gets the grab. Alright, counterattack. Gonna land on the block, but still going to be Rapid's turn. Bulk up plus Mew. Dangerous, dangerous situation. Shady cannot let Rapid get in here. Alright, good stuff. Shady does not let Rapid get in. Gonna get hit by the topmost part of the counterattack. Rapid throwing rapid punches. Gonna bulk up. But then immediate burst from Shady. Immediate burst from Rapid. 4 seconds left on the clock, and Rapid is going to take round one. Going in for the grab. Alright, it is Shady's turn. Putting on damage, putting on pressure there. Gonna just jump over the seeds left in the ground. Tries to jump in, but gonna get flip kicked there. Flip kick. Gets caught in the air. Shady getting a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. Alright, Farfetch support. No, that's an easy one. Up punch there. I was thinking. Ooh. Big damage coming up from Rapid. Shady's immediately going to burst. Absolutely not going to let this continue this way. Putting on pressure here as much as can be put on in dual phase without putting himself at any risk. Tries to go for the burst attack. Rapid going to boost up with Mew. Gets grabbed. That's going to be it. Shady is going to take round 2, still of game 1 of this best of 5 set. Ooh, catches Rapid falling in the air. Alright, Shady doing an exceptional job zoning here. Tries to get in, tries to mix it up a little bit, but Rapid uses the opportunity. Boxing match. Gonna bulk up. Beautiful stuff. Jumps right over, gets the counterattack, but that's gonna launch Shady far away, which is exactly where Shady wants to be right now. Farfetched with the assist. Alright, going to burst up. Alright, burst up in response. They're both fighting for every single inch they can get. Manages to get the burst attack. Vine's gonna wrap it up. Or almost wrap it up, rather. That would have been a great punish to work. But those vines will wrap it up even though it's not. Anyways, Shady is going to take game 1. Alright, are we gonna see a switch? No switch at all. I guess Rapid figured, okay, you know what? This is close enough, and on top of that, I don't necessarily want the Bryson switch. So I'm just gonna stick with it. Because remember, Shady cannot switch because Shady won the first game. Shady can only switch once they win. And in Rapid's case, no reason to switch to Mewtwo versus Alright, getting big damage on the wall there. Alright. Manages to get in close. Get us right in dual phase. Farfetch. Ooh! Slides in there. Manages to end that first round. Cross chop. But the cross chop's actually going to hit. So Farfetch is not even going to come into play. Counter, grab. Love it. Alright. Catches Rapid jumping. But Rapid catches Shady now. Boxing. Ooh, just gonna attack straight through. Wins the attack triangle there and gets big damage. Kick straight to the chest. Alright, burst for burst. It doesn't seem like they want to be in burst without each other. But that should... Oh, no, that doesn't do it. I expected, honestly, for that to be the end of it. But this... Oh, still isn't the end of it. Only 1 HP left. This is not a good position for Shady. But manages to get the burst attack. only 11 HP left, but that's also going to mean Rage could come into play. Gonna drop some big damage. Alright, Shady really fighting for it. 18 HP left. Trying to figure out what to do next, but gets kicked straight in the face. And that's going to be game 2 in Rapid's favor. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to fight inch for inch once again. Pretty evenly matched here. And despite the win from Rapid, Shady is still going to keep the Sceptile, so it looks like we may just keep the mains going for this particular set. Could also be that that Shady doesn't want the Bryson to have to face the Mewtwo either. Because, like, let me see here. Yeah, thinking about it, it's like specific timing to when you choose to counter, right? Alright, but right now, Shady doing amazing stuff. Big damage, gets the perfect. Good God. Shady ended that game in a flash. That round in a flash. Excellent bait. Goes in, goes back out, counters. Rapid takes the bait and gets speed up for it. And now extra damage coming in from Shady. Alright, beautiful stuff. Hits the counter once, recognizes, okay, this is not a situation I want to be in. Immediately blocks. Shady has turned something on right now. So much damage in the corner. Alright, gonna set up the seeds. Lands. Gets the grab, too. Oh my God. Shady did not. Shady was like, that's why Shady didn't want to switch characters. Shady was like, no. I got this. I absolutely have this. No matter what, I have this. Good God, what a round. What rounds? What a game. Now Rapid's gonna switch to the Mewtwo. Rapid's like, okay, you know what, at the very least, sort of a change of pace here. So we're going to see the Mewtwo come out first in terms of the war of counter picks, but don't know if Shady's going to want to switch from this Sceptile ever. Doing amazing stuff. But we'll see how Shady does versus the Mewtwo. Alright. An opening for big damage. Gonna try and put on a little bit of pressure there. But Shady takes their turn right back. Heal up. Man, those vine combos are so sick. I can't even lie. Alright, Toga Kiss for a speed increase and a little bit of HP. Farfetch support, at least for the block pressure. Manages to get the drop. Beautiful stuff. Takes round 1. Shady trying to get this over with now. Trying to take it 3-1 over Rapid. Rapid doesn't want to let that happen, but Shady immediately going to go for the burst here. Rapid unable to burst yet. Still building up. But probably wouldn't want to burst right now either. Alright, Toga Kiss. Ooh, Hyper Beam is going to do a big knockdown. Gonna low stance underneath the projectile. Is that like Psycho Cut or something? I feel like it would be. Okay. Rapid has the advantage and is going to end it. Rapid going to take, after the last 3 rounds, Rapid finally going to take another one. Shady doing damage here. Manages the grab. And on the counter, too. Oh, tries to go for another grab, but gets punched for it. Alright, now we're going to see the burst from Rapid. Sort of a why wait sort of thing. Alright, burst from Shady. Shady manages to land and attack first here. Rapidly running out of burst, and it's gone. Alright, Shady trying to figure out what to do with the rest of their burst. Gonna launch in. Ooh, I would have expected a... Okay. I was going to say I would have expected a burst attack after, like, you know, one hit or so, but goes for it afterwards for the chase. Does not get it. Alright, Shady gets the grab. This looks like it's about to end 3-1 in Rapid's favor. Sorry, in Shady's favor. Alright, again, a crouch under. Gonna get a grab. Big damage here. Only 6 HP left. What a reversal. 3 seconds left on the clock. Jumping away, trying to float. Manages to get the KO at the last second. Rapid bringing it to 2-2. And trying to take it to this final Game 5. Alright, losers finals. Game 5. Shady versus Rapid. Mewtwo versus Sceptile. What are we doing? Bringing this as close as humanly possible. Alright, Rapid is the one opening with the dual phase switch. Both of these phenomenal players. Alright, projectiles for projectiles. Tries to get in, counter into the grab, but Rapid's not going to let that happen. Counter attack. Going to heal a little bit off the command grab. Takes it on the block, but again gets pressured by the counter attack. Rapid tries to extend a little bit, but doesn't get the extension that they're looking for. Alright, Shady going to heal up. Stealing help from Rapid. Alright, Rapid manages to get behind Shady, trying to put on extra damage. Gets the speed buff. Ooh, manages to get in with, I believe, the Fire Punch. And manages to take the first round. Shady absolutely needs to take the next one, but now it is the match point for Rapid, or rather in Rapid's favor. Okay, gets the grab. Rapid starting off beautifully with this Mewtwo, trying to show Shady some of the dominance that that Shady showed in, I believe, game 3. All right, Shady gonna get that grab though. Shady, I really love the tricky movement, honestly, from both of them, but it's like, we're watching from Shady's perspective here, and I really like Shady's tricky movement. Like, okay, going for the counter, but am I? In this case, the answer is no, because Rapid is absolutely taking the damage there. Taking the damage that Rapid can get. Alright, burst from Shady. Ooh, but Rapid putting on damage. Shady absolutely needs this. Shady needs something. Alright, burst for burst. Makes sense. Rapid's like, why not? Gotta end it now. Shady manages to grab. And we're in dual phase. Ooh, goes for the burst attack. Beam was a bait. But even still, Shady manages to take it. So now we are 1-1 here in terms of rounds. Of course, these two players would bring it down to the wire. Would expect absolutely nothing less. This is the last round for them. Manages that Hyper Beam, and Hyper Beam up close. Shady, however, going to get the drop. Alright, going to get the grab through. Immediately gonna burst. Rapid doesn't have burst available. Goes in, puts down the trap, then gets the grab. Like, I know you're gonna be blocking, that's why I put these down in the first place. Gonna get another grab. Alright. This is looking like it could be Shady's game. Manages to get some damage started. Tries to go for the burst attack, but that's gonna whiff. Gets hit by the hyper beam. Farfetch support. Both these players down to the wire. Counterattack. Manages it. Damage, and Shady is going to take it. 3-2. Losers finals ends that way. Ooh, woo. They brought it down to the very wire. I guess I wonder if they play each other a lot. I wonder, like, if this is just something that's typical of them. I wonder if it's like this is just how it. Because it's not even like a matchup thing either, right? Because it's like they both have their counter picks and everything like that, but at the exact same time, they both did. They both did excellent stuff, getting as close as humanly possible. But this time around, Shady decided, all right, just gonna stick with the Sceptile, and it worked. So beautiful stuff. So it's going to be Shady in Grand Finals versus ThunderGriffin. So this is going to be our final match of the tournament, potentially, unless there's a reset, because this is indeed a double elimination tournament. Yeah, let's try and get it directly into it. Man, that one, that is the type of match that takes some stuff out of you, right? All right, without any further ado, Grand Finals of the Pokken Grand Trial Throwdown. ThunderGriffin versus Shady. All right, that is going to be their tried and trues. ThunderGriffin with the Chandelure, Shady with the Sceptile. Let's see who is going to be the champion here. Alright. Currently starting off maybe the way that ThunderGriffin wants it. But Shady not going to let that stand for too long. Ooh, beautiful. Anti-air, but then immediately gets up close. Alright, gonna put on pressure from a distance. Like, really, this is where ThunderGriffin's comfortable. Shady, not so much there. Alright, manages the command grab. Gonna take a little bit of health. Gonna use the Emolga to extend. Put on pressure in the corner. Set up some traps. Alright, tries to go for the anti-air, but Shady is not jumping. Manages to counterattack, and ThunderGriffin's going to take the first round of game one. Alright, immediately into round two. Alright, Shady getting off those patented combos there. Beautiful stuff. But now it is ThunderGriffin's turn. Anti-air, catches the landing, gets the grab. Oh, almost gets the grab on the ground. All right, trying to swing above it all. Emolga. Beautiful stuff. ThunderGriffin just staying in the air as long as possible, but Shady is exceptional at getting these grabs here. Exceptional at setting up situations to get the grabs and then getting the grabs subsequently afterwards. Alright, Shady immediately going to pop the burst, but immediately going to get grabbed, and very unfortunate because Shady was starting off with a with a burst attack. Absolutely wanted that, but ThunderGriffin is going to take game 1. All right, let's get right into game 2. See how this is gonna go. Again, ThunderGriffin sort of showing off clutchness here, and I don't think that he has lost a single game this entire tournament. Let's see if Shady's gonna be the first one to take a game. And possibly, you know, a set too, but I mean, obviously if someone took a set off, then we'd be losers. Alright. Shady manages to find a way in, but only gets a knockdown, nothing else crazy from it. Grab from ThunderGriffin. Big damage there. Alright, Shady tries for the command grab, but ThunderGriffin's gonna swing on, I just realized both of these characters have a way to swing. The Tarzan or the Spider-Man battle, almost. Alright, catches anti-air. Not too much left for Shady to do here. 7 HP left. No burst available. No support available. And no HP available. ThunderGriffin gonna take round 1 of game 2 here. Alright, tries to put on pressure, but Shady's going to counter all of that. But still not going to get too much from it. Alright, ThunderGriffin going to try and keep this slow and steady game up. Anti-air. Some pressure. You're going to wait. That's the important thing to know as a zoner. You can't just throw out your projectiles all the time. You have to throw it out in a way where the opponent can't really understand it. So to be like, alright, projectile, wait, what are you going to do about it? What do you want to do about the projectile? Do you want to jump over the projectile? Well, I have something for you. Do you want to try and dash in? Well, I have something for you. Do you want to try and counterattack? Well, you get the rest. Ooh, goes for the burst attack, but ThunderGriffin's in a knockdown state and not going to be able to take any extra damage. Emolga, not going to do anything. ThunderGriffin is going to catch from the other side, and he does! Only 65 HP left on Shady. Is this going to be enough to end the game? The answer is yes. ThunderGriffin going up 2-0. Trying to keep this slow and steady dominance going. It's nothing like these other matches where it's like if one person's dominant, you see a bunch of, what's it called? It's not like, okay, one person's dominant, you see like a bunch of crazy stuff from them, like a super quick match. It's like when ThunderGriffin dominates, it's going to be methodical, it's going to be slow, it's going to make you feel terrible going through it. All right, game 3. Let's see if Shady is able to reverse this somehow. Is Shady going to be the first one to take a game off of ThunderGriffin, or is he going to go through this tournament without losing a single game to anyone? Alright, already starting off these flames here. Beautiful sideways swing, avoiding the avoiding that slash there. Alright, slides in. Beautiful stuff. So sometimes it's like you get that close to an opponent who's blocking and it's like, okay, well, their imagination's gonna be like, okay, well, they're gonna grab me. They're gonna do something here. So it's like ThunderGriffin just slightly timed that counterattack differently, waited just a little bit. It's like, okay, if you hit me, you're losing the attack triangle here. And if you drop your block somehow, I'm gonna hit you. But right now, as I say that, ThunderGriffin currently trying to speed run this grand finals. Already up. Now it's match point here for ThunderGriffin. Shady needs something. Shady needs to take one round at a time. Managing to start putting on damage. Emolga for the extension. Gonna get the wall bounce. Shady trying to do everything in their power. Make sure that ThunderGriffin does not win this way. All right. Zoning. Already a quick shift. Already in ThunderGriffin's favor. ThunderGriffin has the burst available, but ooh, Shady tries to go for the burst attack and completely misses there. Way too far away, and ThunderGriffin jumps. Alright. Damage here. Both of them in burst. Manages the grab, and is that going to be it? It is! And the winner of the Pokken Grand Trial Throwdown is ThunderGriffin. Again, not dropping a single game. Absolutely beautiful stuff. ThunderGriffin just showing off absolute dominance would 100% like just the clutch, unimaginable in a lot of these situations where it's like, oh, is he about to go down? Answer is very rarely yes. I don't even know how many rounds he lost, honestly, but ThunderGriffin, as the winner, is going to get the $60 grand prize. Shady put up an amazing fight, and so we'll be getting the $40. But this was an absolutely fantastic tournament filled with great matches. Love everyone for playing. Love everyone for watching. But yeah, that's gonna be it. The only thing is just gonna be the random drawing. But yeah, excellent stuff to all the players who joined, new and old. Showed exactly, hopefully, how interesting Pokken is, and I hope that that with you watching, you can also see exactly how entertaining the game can be. Yeah, and we'll see you all at the tournaments in the future. But for now, we absolutely appreciate you watching, and have a good rest of your day.